Hi everyone, it's been a while, over a year in fact, since my last video. A lot has happened in my life during this time. But first of all, I want to thank all of you who continue to follow this channel despite my absence. Don't worry, I'm not done yet. I'll keep sharing my creation and some tutorials with you in the future. Today, I'm here to talk about something important. I haven't given up on game development and the Godot Engine. On the contrary, this past year has been intense, as I've been deeply involved in developing with the Godot Engine, in particular using it for my university research, especially in the fields of robotics and artificial intelligence. If you follow me on Twitter, you might have seen my research-related tweets. I've been using Godot to build modules for the Pepper robots owned by my lab. These modules are for control, in particular teleoperation, visualization and simulation. I'm combining mostly Godot and Python. Beyond games, I've also explored making Android apps with Godot. I've even tested porting my game to mobile platforms. By the way, my humble opinion for Android development is that Godot 3 with OpenGL2 is still a better choice than Godot 4. Today's focus is on my third realm of development with Godot, game development of course, and I'm excited to hear what the aspects interested you the most. To begin, as you can see in the background, I'm sharing my latest progress on my main project made in Godot 3. What you're seeing is a culmination of hard work in terms of complexity and performance. The level design with intricate biomes is made possible by the fantastic C++ terrain module made by Other. While other modules like Zealand 1, Terrain 3D, M-Terrain and others have their merits, Other Terrain module holds a distinct advantage, particularly within the context of Godot 3. So I really hope that Other will continue to port this module to Godot 4. Moving forward with this scene, we encounter waterway, lens flare, god rays, motion blur, an extensive inventory system, a well-structured zone system, and a comprehensive game architecture, which I previously showcased in my prior video. In this scene, the character also have inverse kinematics for the feet, a reconstructed minimal combo system, a work-in-progress combat system, blood particle effects, blood decals, and an impressive assembly of 43 zombies functioning as navigation agents through the implementation of coroutines. This scene further incorporates dynamic sky and time of day. Evidently, the foundational elements for the game are meticulously constructed. But while I could have ventured forth into creating the full-fledged game complete with its narrative, characters, contents, and while I was thinking how to develop all these things and make my game real, something happened: the release of Godot 4. To give you a bit of background, I've been working on this substantial project for nearly 3 years. When Godot 4 was launched, I saw it as the perfect opportunity to start adapting parts of my project. However, not every component could be transferred right away, due to their intricate connections and their reliance on external add-ons that hadn't been ported yet. It was a bit of challenge, you could say. But here is where it gets interesting. I decided to dive into the new capabilities that Godot 4 had to offer. Think of it like a tree branching out in different directions. My original project began to evolve in various ways. What I'm about to show you is a brief showcase of some of these developmental paths, with a focus on the exciting new rendering possibilities of Godot 4. In particular, I've been exploring enhancements like physical lighting and the new global illumination system. I began the process of porting my Souls-like controller, which I enhanced by adding a crouching state and a strafing mechanics that cover all the directions properly. I also incorporated some features that remind of AAA games, such as aligning the character head with the camera direction, different leaning options, and after successfully porting the melee combo system, I proceeded to test ranged weapons. Things quickly escalated, and I soon found myself with a complete third-person shooter controller. This got me thinking about creating a survival horror game, which is now more achievable due to the enhanced graphic capabilities in Godot 4. I worked on these prototypes while conducting full-time research in a lab. These scenes serve as proof of concept, and I'm sharing them with you to kindly ask for your input. I'd like to know what aspects you find most appealing, what topics you'd like to see covered in terms of realization and tutorials, and most importantly, what type of game you'd be interested in playing. If you're not currently employed full-time, I wouldn't recommend following the path I took. I choose to set aside 3 years of development on a single large project to experiment and enjoy working with a new engine. Only follow this route if your primary goal is to learn new skills. Of course, I don't intend to discard my main project. However, after spending considerable time testing and experimenting, I've developed the idea of returning to Godot 3 to complete what I initially started. Perhaps I'll simplify certain aspects and work on a smaller project to gain experience in managing a complete game, making it playable without endless prototyping. The final item I'd like to present is this first-person prototype. I've always aspired to create a first-person game, and with the new capabilities of Godot, it feels like the perfect opportunity. Additionally, I've come to realize that, unlike the Souls-like genre, there's a big gap in the market for first-person medieval fantasy games. This could potentially serve as a solid foundation for a smaller project in that direction. I feel sorry to not credit the assets creators like the other videos, but mostly are placeholders to test render capabilities. If you are one of such creators, write me or in the comments. Everything you're witnessing here is a collection of preliminary demonstrations, and I felt a bit down about not sharing anything during this period, so I started recording without putting too much emphasis on fine-tuning the details or strategically positioning props, objects and interfaces. I hope you found something enjoyable, and if you did, please consider liking the video, subscribing and sharing your thoughts. We will meet again on this channel with a more targeted and in-depth video. Until then, take care and have a wonderful day. Goodbye!